G'day you mob, Blackie here. Today we're going to be checking for stray voltage in my fish pond. The last few weeks when the pump's been running, I've got the pump off at the moment. For the last few weeks I've been getting zapped when I touch the water. So stick around and we'll see what we can find out. Righto, so what we're going to do is use this voltmeter or multimeter, whatever you want to call it, because it does multiple different things, not just volts. And we're going to set it on AC volts, because they are the dangerous ones. Ground off the negative or the ground wire, and we'll take a reading with the pump turned off. Now this is just draining from an earlier test. Really don't want to get too much water soaking in that. As you can see, with no electricity on, I do have a solar powered tiny little pump in there. It's only DC voltage, it's not going to generate any current or anything in the water. But as you can see, currently reading 0 volts in the water. So I'll go and turn the pump on, the dangerous electrical pump, and we'll see what sort of volts we get. Righto, as you can see, pump now running, water running smoothly, and we have 69, between 69.5, and I did see it flick up to 70 just before. That's 70 volts AC. No wonder I was getting zapped through there. Now I have heard that you can get stray electricity, stray voltage in your fish tanks and whatnot, due to the magnetic field that the magnet in your impeller generates by spinning around, but I've not seen that much voltage from that sort of setup, especially just from one lone pump. So I speculate that my pump in here is potentially faulty and leaching voltage out of it into the water, and that can be super dangerous. So I'm going to go and find myself a spare pump. I will also check my waterproof box to make sure it's not got water in it, and we'll go from there. Back in a tick. Righto, so first things first, I got this dry box here which houses my electrics for the pump. So I want to check and make sure that this is not taking on any water, so that may not, well, just to rule that out as an issue. Right, super sealed, dry as a bone. That's what we want, so that's perfectly adequate. Seal that back up. Oh, dickhead. I'll actually have to unplug the pump out of that one, won't I? So, pointless putting that back for now. So, let's take that out. Shut that out my way. And try and locate the pump under all of this salvinia, duckweed, java moss, everything else, guppy grass. that's right, suction cups. Take this pre-filter off. Make the water completely disgusting. Do it the wrong way around, of course. Crikey. This could prove difficult. Right, there's my cord. Loop it around everything just to make things as difficult as possible, or not. Don't know if you can smell that, but that smells like a fish pond. It smells like a particularly rancid fish pond. But that's how we like them. We like our ponds a bit rancid. Show us your Java moss. You can go and hang out up there. Let's try that again. Oh, that's right. I suppose the several tens of guppy carcasses may contribute to that fragrance a little bit. You'd think they'd be all gone, but no, crikey. Pump restuck itself to the bottom. Rightio. Make sure we've got no water on any of this length of cord. Well, you know, some of it will be alright as long as it's dry to the side that's going into this dry box. Try and use the same one that I used in the past so that I don't compromise the seal. I just heard a snake move. Who'd have thunk it? Hopefully it's not a nasty one climbing up behind me, about to scare the shit out of me. But it might just be in the inside of that wall. Time will tell. Righto, so run this over there like that so it's pretty, and we'll go and hit the power and read this voltage again. So bear with me a moment. Well, for you it'll be like half a second and I'll be back. Righto, pump running, water flowing. Just like I bought one. Moment of truth, should I just put my finger in? Let's play it safe and use the technology. 0 volts leaching. Oops, the solar one's looking like it's spit out of the water. So yes, thereby I conclude faulty pump, leaching electricity. So that one's destined for the rubbish bin. And now I'll get some fresh water in here and try and overflow some of that filth that I stirred up. And Bob's your uncle. But now, we might as well stick a finger in. I survived. No electricity. Dodgy pump. And I hope we've learnt something here today about how we can test for stray electricity in our water. Positive probe in the water, negative probe into the ground to earth it out. If there's electricity in the water, you'll get a reading. Thankfully, no more electricity in there. I can start fiddling with the pond again without fear. So that's it, checking for stray electricity in the pond. Thanks for stopping by. Checkers.